Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm just sharing the YouTube link across Twitter and my groups. So I'll be with you in just a few seconds. Alrighty, so I am in. Let me open my another laptop. Hi, everyone. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Kagan. Hi, Pagga Sashrikal. Hi, Gopal. Hi, Jess Sashrikal. Hi, Jeremy. Happy New Year to you as well, Jeremy. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you are safe and sound and have a great evening with your family, friends, and give an excellent start to your new year. Hi, Mayor. Hi, Gusi. Hello. That's nice, Gusi. I don't know Spanish, but I'll tell my daughter. She knows about Spanish. Hi, Meher. Good evening. Hi, Amini. Good evening. So let more people join in because I given a time of 10:30. I'm usually a little early so that I can set up and be ready on time. So we can go through our daily scans and look what happened in the market. Let's evaluate. So ES almost tested 4800 today, made 47.9975. So it was done, but then it loses or lost its track, which I posted in the channel. QQQ tested 40275, held somewhat throughout the day, but gave up. Apple could not do anything. BA no. Moderna actually hit almost hit the stop loss. It did not. AMD failed. Amazon initially started, but still held the stop loss. Coin, yes, it moved towards 259, 260. It worked. DDOG was somewhere there. Facebook did 350, 345, 46, but then failed. Google started but failed. PayPal also started, almost came to 194 but failed. Microsoft failed. Target, yes, it did its job. MU gave an opportunity, but not good. Shop, yes, it worked out really well. Nvidia, no, failed. Tesla failed. UPST, yes, it did worked out. Netflix almost reached the target, but could not hold on. So more or less in the upper half of the day or the first half of the day, market was respecting 4779 and was trying to hold. But after that, it once it lost it, like even in my Telegram group, I posted specifically with a chart. Let me see if I have that right here. Yeah. So at 3:15, I posted this chart where the 12 it was 4787. Candle came below the 34 EMA. I gave with a stop loss of 4790 and go short. And since then, it has come down almost 1%, made low 4750. And I just mentioned this is my last trade for the day. I'm not trading tomorrow. And right now, it's trading well below that level. This was the candle. And then we have a massive sell in the last half hour. And now we are right there. The volume is pretty low at this time. So we need to see what happens by morning. Whether we are going to have some additional selling or we are going to bounce. So we will have a look on that. In between, This was the scan which I posted in the morning. Now, end of the day, at least some of it really worked. Like Shopify, it opened at 1388, low was 1388, it made a high of 1432. Almost give you a good opportunity. Target did the same thing. Snap, I did not trade, but it went well. Lucid Motors from 36, almost $3, almost $3. Twilio, almost $15. W, $6, $7. Lyft, $2. Futu, $5. FSR, $5. So all these were open low and they gave you excellent opportunity if you were able to use it. I don't want to trade. I want to enjoy with my family. Like trading is not my life. I just love it. That's why I do it. But it's not more than my family. So I'll be spending time with my family. Hi Manoj. Baba and Roku. Roku is already in my list. Baba, I will see if I can catch it up because Baba was usually uh, dependent on that news, but we'll see what's there. So let me run the inside day scan because tomorrow it's going to be very important inside days. Google, Facebook, Nvidia coin, all are inside days. Google, inside day, Nvidia, inside day, and last was coin. Okay. And we want to discuss Baba, Roku, Baba. Shashank, no, market is not closed, market is open. Hi Joshua, hi Shreyas. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the daily candle. And the important area is it lost this 4779. It was holding here, closed here, that's one, closed here two, closed here three. All the 3 days it was trying to hold it. The volume was not significant, but was not even weak. Today it lost that. And now the first support was this, which was the previous all-time high, 4743. Line is here. That's the first support. Second support is a 12 AMA 4723 and then 4668. So tomorrow, this is going to be a bounce back platform this month. If we bounce from 4743, we might come towards 4779. Otherwise, we will hit 4723. In the day, if you are coming towards 4723, do not go long. This could be happening in matter of half an hour. Always remember, low volume, people expecting all-time highs. It's a recipe for a very big move on the downside. Because right now, it has failed the support. So there is a very big potential. Market can slide down, come towards 4668. If we lose 4668, I will be a bear for next few weeks. I'm just being honest with you. I'll be a bear. I'll not be, as of now, I've been a bull. I was always trying to buy the dips. But if we lose 4668, we're going to come back right here. 4382. Okay, let me clean this up. Let me remove the volume. 4800 was the target. It did that. 479. Next target will come after the test of support, which is right here. So this is really, really important number. So now I am short on market. Sell near 47. 60 to 47. 70. Stop loss is 4779. Target is 4743. 4723. I'm gonna give it still 60% because the confirmation will come once we break below 4743. That is going to be an important. Triple Q. Triple Q, in fact, is trying its best to hold that 399.57 area, which we had. This area 39957, you see on the right. If I do my annotations, come on. This is 39957. 402.74. It's getting rejected one time, two time, three time. If you're getting rejected third time and you're losing the momentum, you should come to test the support 396 and 392.66. But you need to break this pink box to enter and come to test this. Okay, so I'll be short in this as well, and that's the reason I had all this as neutral, so that I can clearly go short, because a trend always moves from positive, neutral, and then short. It never moves from positive to short. So I am short here. Sell below 39957. Stop loss should be 401. Target is 396.32. 396.22. And then the 34 EMA 392.66. All this again 60%. I'm giving 60% because it has to break 39957. If it does, then yes, it can slide pretty quickly. Apple finally came and closed right on this 178.28. Now this is my stop loss. I want to sell this for 175.90 and probably 174.40. So Apple I would go short from neutral to short. Sell below 178. Stop loss is 170. This one 175.90. 174.40. These are the targets on Apple short side. BA, I'm just showing you right here. It's trying to test this 178.28. That's the Fibonacci of 161.8. A break of this will come and test 175. So it's still if you see this is exactly the same chart in couple of stocks which went like this. Okay, it's kind of making that M pattern. I will show you how many stocks have this pattern, but I'm just giving you a clarity. I'll show you in some of the stocks, like for example, Roku. exactly the same thing. Right now in Apple, we are somewhere here. There are many stocks which are exactly in the same boat. So I'll come to them one by one. Right now, Apple is making that double M. That M confirmation will come once we go below 167, but that's way too far. Right now, I just want to see 175.90 and 174 to 172. That's the target for me. Nick, MU is already there. Tesla is already there. Neo, we will discuss. Hi, Manibhai. Okay. So that's Apple. Then we were talking about BA. BA is still struggling between that 12 and 34. And with such a negative news about Omnicon, if it loses, like I'm still going to call this as neutral, but if it loses, it's 12 EMA, which is 201.54. I will exit this. I want to buy, like it's getting very, very tight. Maybe it drops from here. I don't know, but I'm giving it last one try with a neutral view on Boeing. Not at all positive. Below 201, you should change the direction. That's why it is in bold. Moderna from short neutral. Guys, give me 1 second. Yep, sorry, I'm back. So Moderna from short, I'm turning into neutral because Moderna is kind of making some move towards positive side. So this is Moderna's chart, and I was looking at the 30-minute candle here during the day, and this is 30-minute candle, and it was making an inverted head and shoulders for me. Not clean. So in 30 minutes, usually I do not do 30-minute inverted head and shoulders, but it's kind of making that. Plus, it's respecting this 12 EMA on the 30 minutes as well. Closed above the box with 2156. Box was 21550. So I'm kind of thinking that yes, it might have some move coming towards 259, 263. That's a possibility on Moderna. So I am actually from short, I'm turning into neutral. So I'm buying above 255. $255, which is almost today's high, and a stop loss of 251.49, target of 260, 277 on the daily. And I'm giving it 60% because I was short on this. So from short, I have converted into neutral. AMD had a news. Shreyas, I have said again and again that dark pool is just a transaction. It doesn't tell. It's a what you call a marketing thing. Dark pool doesn't mean anything to anybody. It's a transaction between the funds. That's it. Those transactions which cannot happen in the market are done outside. It doesn't mean that the stock is going to bounce or stock is going to go down. There are millions and billions of transactions which happen between the funds because they need to manage the component percentage of their fund. So they buy from one and sell to another. There's always a buyer and there's always a seller. So if I go by your logic, a dark pool, somebody is selling, it means that person is idiot, that he is selling that quantity of stock to somebody. Just think about this first. When you talk about, like, I'm looking at people every day, people are coming to me with dark pools, this and this. No, there's nothing. They are just simple transactions. Number of transactions which are there in your market, they are billions of dollars. So if a 29 million dark pool or 50 million dark pool comes, it's not a big deal. Like if you look at the transaction, let me show you. There's like people, I'm like, let me show you. This is Nasdaq. Okay. You can take a subscription for this. And there's a tool called Book Viewer. Okay, so this is not available. Let me try one more time. Is there downtime? So it's not available. You come here and you can see the book, how many orders are there. Okay. And with that, you can multiply with the price of the stock and you will see the number of transactions. That will be much, much higher than those dark pool transactions. So please do not get boggled down with dark pools. I've explained 100 times. If you can look at the dark pool and translate that into a trade, nobody would be poor in this world. Everybody can buy this $100 subscription and can go with dark pools. They are not insider sales. No, they are not. Insiders have to declare in their form for every day or within 48 hours of their sellings. Like sometimes I feel so much that why don't people spend some time understanding? Like I gave a detail of Federal Reserve yesterday. Go through it, read through it. One bond transaction is more than $1 billion. So guys, it's your money. You need to learn and you need to spend it. If you want to stick to the same principle, it's your choice. Okay, so Moderna, we were done. AMD and Nvidia both lost it today. They lost that support of 12 EMA. So now I'm going to short this AMD. It's also building that M pattern. Plus this was the evening star yesterday. Now it lost that 12 EMA. It's going to come down to 142 or 142.57, which is 34 EMA, and 138.80. If market goes down, AMD will go down. So it's a short. And now it's confirmed evening star. Sell below today's low, 144.85. Stop loss is the 12 EMA, which is the green line, 145.84. Target is the 34 EMA, which is 142.57. And then the Fibonacci of 78.6, which is 138.80. I'll be actually, if market tries to hold AMD at 138 area, I'll be a buyer at 138 area in case if it holds here. Amazon still holding that 3360, but finally it's losing its momentum. It's going below this line, and it might come down to 3344 because it's definitely losing its momentum. Sell below Amazon. I've been wrong on Amazon at least many times, but 3370, stop loss is 3388, target is 3344, and then 3315. Coin did somewhat better. Like it came all the way to test this 12 EMA and failed to rise above it. This thing, but it's kind of making an inverted head and shoulders on the daily. It tried today, but needs to come back here. So it's a potential head and shoulders, I would say, but it needs to hold this stop loss of 253. If it holds at 253, it's a good buying opportunity. Plus, it's an inside day. I will not go with inside day because inside day it has to do a very big move, about 263 to break up. So I'll be just adding it around 256, 255 area. So coin, I'm gonna call coin still neutral. My stop loss is this one now. No, I can see it positive, in fact. Buy near 254, 255. Target is 260, 260, 55, which is the 12 EMA, 260, 55. So this is the first green trade if it gives us the opportunity tomorrow. DDOG is still holding well. This area, it's respecting it properly. So I'm still going to be bullish on DDOG, and we'll try to keep this equation as is. It's a continuation. It's not an inside day anymore on DDOG. It's becoming inverted head and shoulders, or in fact it's becoming W. Like it was becoming W here but failed. So let's see if it holds this area or not. So I'm going to be still positive with the stop loss of 176.60. Let me clean this up. $177.60. I'm just bringing it down to 60% because the market sentiment is not positive. If it comes around like, I will not say buy near 176.60. If it comes here, I'll be a buyer in this, and there is no inside day anymore. Facebook is trying to hold this 342.90 area, which is really important. So tomorrow, if it loses 42.90, because looking at the market, it might. 338 will be my target. 338 and 334. So I'll be now short on Facebook. I was very positive on Facebook since 305, but just looking at the market, I'm selling it. And again, the sell is only below this number. And this number is in bold. It means you have to change the direction if it crosses this 342.90. So anywhere you see the numbers in bold, you need to change the direction. Like if ES breaks out above 4779, go long. QQQ goes above 401, go long. BA goes below 200, 150, go short. I have not placed bold in all the boxes. In some of the boxes, yes, I have done that. So keep surety for that. Google. Google is definitely making an inside day. It's coming towards the support. Some, like, it was not that weak, but it was not that vibrant in last 2 days. Like it's dodgy, and today it's lost that long-term trend line. So anytime it loses its 2916 area, I'll be going short for 2897 and 2885. So Google, I am neutral. It's an inside day, but I'm selling here. Sell below 2916 and 2930 will be my stop loss. 2897, 2885. So this is a neutral trend. PayPal. It tried its best to hold above the 12 EMA. If it fails, comes down, I'll be looking to add it around 185, 186. So it has bounced substantially from that area. Or if it breaks above 195. So as of now, let me just check the futures. Futures are 4760. So they might recover by morning. They may go down by morning. So morning will have much better picture of where these numbers will come into play. But PayPal, I'll still keep this equation as is. If it comes not above, I will say buy near. If it comes, I'll be definitely a buyer in PayPal. Then we have Microsoft. Microsoft also losing its traction, making lower lows, lower highs, almost a bearish engulfing, covered the entire body here. Like this is the body, this entire piece is covered it, and it can come here. So 335 if it loses 339 or 338.79. You see the gray number on the right side, 338.79. If it loses that, like today's low is also the same number. If it loses that, it can come to 335.65 and the trend line of 333. 333 should be held by the Microsoft. I'm moving into neutral on Microsoft, but I'm selling it below 338.79. Stop loss is 340. Target is 335. 335.65, which is the 12 EMA, and 333. Target has an inside day, and it break out of that inside day. It should go towards 260.36. I'm going to be bullish on target. I'll be keeping stop loss from here, which is the middle, 230.69 or 230.75. Stop loss is up to 230.75. Target is this one, buy about 233. Above 236, it can go to 239. So target, I'm still positive. MU had the news from China, and again, with so much of COVID cases, it might come down to 90. So I'll be looking, I'm still positive on MU, but I want to buy near 19 this. My targets are still the same, but I'm going to remove the bold from it. And this is still my high conviction trade, MU, but I want to buy the 90.52. That will give me a better opportunity to enter. Stop loss will be 8894. If it drops in this dip, I'll be looking to add this. Shop is a high beta stock, so usually it tries to move high if the market is strong, and if market is weak, it tries to go down very strongly as well. So in case of Shop, you have to keep 1395 as your stop loss on the long side. If it loses that, it might come down to 1339. So I'm gonna go neutral on Shop. I'll be sell below 1395 with a stop loss of 1420 and a target of 1356 and 1339. And I'm going to make this 1420 as bold. If it breaks above 1420, you should go long. In some cases, I have not put the numbers in bold, but in some cases, these are bold. So numbers which are in bold, I mentioned that you need to change if that stop loss hits. Nvidia, for sure, it's a short now. It could not break out. Today, it lost that 12 EMA. Now, below the 34 EMA, which is 294, it can come down towards 281. Stop loss will be 297.50. So Nvidia, I am going short with the inside day. 297.53 is the stop loss for short. Sell below 294. Target is this area, 288.70 and then 281.57. Again, I'm going to mark this as bold. Tesla came, like yesterday we were discussing regarding Tesla, that 1050 will be an excellent area. So it came to that area and then bounced right from there. But the EMA is catching up. So in case if Tesla comes in, like if Tesla loses today's low, which is 1053, which is about 2%, it might come towards 1036. I'm still, or I can say I would like to add Tesla at 1026 if it comes. I'm still positive. I want to buy Tesla near 1036, 1026. Stop loss, and my target will be 1070, 10 1100. This is an important. I'm still positive on Tesla because this company is doing better. Plus, they're going to have some numbers coming up. So momentum may not be that weak. So if it comes down, I'll be buying the dip on Tesla. I'm not shorting Tesla. UPST again almost did its job today. Almost come to 160, 159 area. So now my stop loss is updated to 154. Or let me say, I'm still positive, but buy above 154. Stop loss of 151. Targets are still same. It's still positive for me with 70%. Last is Netflix. Netflix is like again almost there, tested the 34 and it's held in between. So I would like to see if it holds, like it should hold that 600 area, just to be honest. There's no trade in Netflix as of now, so I'm just taking it out. It needs to either break out above this or break below this. So it's a multi-trade, so I'm not taking that. So sure, let me make note. So Disney, Sophie, Neo. Okay, so I'm just leaving it 19 tonight. Okay, so let me also share the link on the chat. Anybody wants to join, please join. So let's start from Roku. So Roku had a bullish engulfing, so we can include Roku. But I wanted to close above 240 area. Once it does, I am positive about Roku. Or it comes around 229. So let me add Roku here. Roku is positive because of COVID news. It might give a good move, but I want to buy above 240, which is 34 EMA, and my stop loss will be 229. So hefty stop loss, but in this case, my target which comes around is 268. Yep, 268 in between 257. So 268 and 257. So that's Roku. I'm positive on it. Baba. So Baba, after a very long time today, had a positive momentum because the interest rates are being reduced in Chinese market. That is the reason, and it's made a morning star. So definitely good. If you can add this around 120, that's excellent opportunity. But the real move will come once it crosses 129, which is a 34. You see, it's not able to manage 34 EMF for long. So if it recaptures that, that's a positive move. And once it recaptures 129, you can easily get to 150 and 150.61, which was the earnings big drop. So it can play that gap, but it needs to recapture that 34 EMA. 119.52 is your stop loss, 12 EMA. But yes, it's a morning star. Disney. Like, if anybody has any questions, you can raise your hand and I'll open that. So Disney has recaptured above 154. last time we talked, and it's making a W right here. But today is inverted hammer because of the news that so many cruise ships are cancelled, even flights have been cancelled. It might have a negative impact on Disney. So you need to keep in mind of 154. If it holds 154, usually in W, you should move towards this. But right now it made a inverted hammer. So may come back and see and test this area. So I'm not bullish on Disney as of now. Sophie, it's a company which I don't want to recommend, don't want to trade. Just because it moved today doesn't mean it's a good company. It's making a morning star. Yes, it needs to breach 1651 plus 1735. It needs to breach 1735 for me to even come into this market, into Sophie. I posted about its call 2 days back that yes, there are incredible amount of calls which are getting added. So those were the short positions, most likely, which were closed, but I don't follow Sophie anymore. So I would not be a judge of its direction, but I would say it needs to recapture 1651, which almost did but failed, and 1735. If it closes above 1735, yes, it's on for 19 or roughly 20. But if it gets rejected from 1735, because it has rejected multiple times in the past from 1735, so it needs to like beat this number with some substantial volume backing it up. Last one is NEO. All the Chinese stocks today, they went up because of the interest rates. But again, all these Chinese stocks have to recapture this 34 EMA. Tomorrow morning, if Chinese market does not perform and they slide, I will not be surprised. I'll be confident once it recaptures that 34 EMA value. If it does, it gives me confidence that yes, now it has potential to go. Otherwise, it can be a fake one-day burst, which Chinese stocks have done multiple times in the past. If it was a normal stock, I would have much more confidence. But because Chinese stocks are more dependent on the news with the Chinese government, so I'm reluctant to positive until it recaptures the 34 EMA on the closing basis. Roadblocks. Roadblocks is again setting up a morning star. Okay, but if market it's on a very tight area, roadblocks 93, 94, which is about 5%. If it loses that tomorrow, it might fill the gap. If it still holds that, it might go to 103. But you see right here, the trend, that 34 EMA is higher and that 12 EMA is lower. So the trend has converted negative in terms of roadblocks. So you may not get that kind of momentum unless it reverses from green up to red below. So I'll be cautious. Yes, it's making a morning star, but it needs to recapture 103 for a better positive move. ADP. ADP is an inside day, and with inside day, you can have a breakout or a breakdown, but this is a sell. So there's a possibility it might come down to 240. If it loses 244.70, it might come down to 240. If it loses 240, it might come down to 234. It's making an inside day. ADP. MRK. This stock again, it's dodgy. It's recaptured like again, all these companies, they might move because of the number of cases which are getting higher. So possibility it might move, but it's a very slow mover, very very slow mover. All right, anybody has anything? Otherwise, we are pretty much done. All right. So we'll be meeting you in the next year. Have a great, fantastic day tomorrow. Have a happy new year to you and your family. And keep yourself happy and your family. Okay, last is INTU. Again, it's making inside day. It's also making a evening star right here. So if it loses today's low, it might come down to 606. All right. Good night, everyone. Take care. Happy New Year once again. Wishing you and your family all the very best for the new year, for your new events, new life, new journeys. Enjoy and keep yourself happy. See you next year. Bye bye.